Hello everybody, welcome back to Medieval Blacksmith. We got some work to do today. Um, Disclosure, I did record 2 other episodes, but the audio was really janky, so I loaded back an old save file, and we're going to start from scratch. I don't want to just toss out all that work and not let you guys see it. We learned some things about selling. So you got like different customer types. This is optional. You can turn this off if you don't want to do it. It's picky customers. So you can turn that off. I'm going to play with it on because I was learning some stuff and I kind of like the variety rather than just pumping out golden daggers to make a ton of money. Um, People have like a maximum and minimum amount of money they want to spend and then like specific needs as in like what they want to buy. So we're gonna go with that because it's cool and it keeps us making different stuff rather than always just making one thing. So the 3 types of people that will spend the most amount of money are beast hunters, anti-mages, and wizards. Anti-mages will not buy anything that has gold or golden alloy parts, so that's something to keep in mind. Beast hunters don't give a shit, so we can just make like a king's glaive out of all Loha ore and they'll buy it. And wizards want all parts made of gold, which is pretty easy. Half spear. We're just basically doing a bit more wood than we would be doing with this dagger, right? So that's the first thing we're going to do. We're going to make a little half spear because I went and I did some mining and I got some ores. We don't have a lot. We've only got the 1 gold ore and we have 2 Loha. So I'm going to use those up first because they're going to net us the biggest amount of money. But before we do any of that, we got her to do too. We're going to do her. Not that... We're going to do her quest, not her. That sounded horrible. Anyway, moving on. We're going to go to the tool shop real quick. There's just 2 things that I would really like to buy. And we've got some money because people were, before I noticed that that setting was turned off when I loaded the save file, a couple people bought some stuff and you know what? I'll take it. We needed the cash. Okay, so we have the quenching barrel. I don't have enough for the, I do have enough for the lathe, but I'm not going to buy that yet. I want to buy an ingot mold. And I want to buy another cell rack. Pretty nice. Actually, we do have enough to buy the lathe as well. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and buy it. This seems like it'd be really cool as well. Because I could take apart that golden knife. And make it into a half spear. So we could sell it to a mage. Yeah, that's their name. Mages. Alright, let's get back in here and get to work. We'll take Aniba's quest here, and we'll just do it. It's easy. It's just sharpening a dagger. Hey, I was going to use the grindstone, but wasn't this place empty or something? Not anymore, ma'am. I'm the new owner. Ah, okay. I guess I have to pay this time, right? How much do you want to sharpen the dagger in my hand? Please don't ask for too much money, because I don't have enough. Requirement sharpening call. Yeah, it's no big deal. I'm going to sharpen it for free. Yeah, there you go. No problem. Can I just take the knife? Give me the knife. Stop walking. Give me the knife! Thank you. Alright, just quick sharpen. It's an iron dagger, so the sharpening takes a second. But it's not the worst thing in the world. We're all good here. We are all good here. Okay, that's done. What can I say? We're sharpening the dagger. Sharpen the knife. Everyone needs a nice sharp knife. Alright. There you go. Enjoy that. Here's your dagger. Glad you like it. She works in the local... By the way, I work in the local newspaper, and I will advertise for you for free. Keep an eye on the news board, okay? Sure. Anyway, I should go now. Take care. Bye. I don't know if that actually does anything for us, but, you know, it seems nice. You know, we just moved in. We're just starting up our business. We got to make some nice customers. So there's our extra rack. We can now display 10 weapons instead of 5. And with us needing to make different kinds of weapons, I feel like that's going to help a lot. All right, so we only have 1 gold ore. So we need to be paying attention to this, and we need to make sure that what we're making doesn't cost a lot. So I need the pommel that takes... I need everything that takes the least amount. Little coin thing. I still don't want... I don't want it to look stupid, though. We'll go with that. Probably, right? It's only a 0.01. You know what? I will go with this, just because it'll look a little less janky. And then we're going to do the handle, but we have the lathe, so I am going to make sure that the handle kind of fits. Oh, okay, so it's like the last piece. So, oh, whoops. Whoops. Okay, don't worry. I got this. It wasn't that. It was this. And then we go handle. Let's get the guard in too. Yeah, 0.2. Perfect. I think we'll go like that. So it kind of tapers in. Or is there like a nicer one? You know what? We'll just have it meet up with the guard flat like that. Let's get the blade in here as well. We're just doing a spear, so... little half spear, so nothing fancy. We're just going to do that. It's a nice punch-and spear there. Oh, we could go... we could do that. I like that. That looks cool. Looks like the spears that the Spartans use in 300. Alright, so this is technically a dagger. That is a weird-ass looking dagger. But we won't go there. War Spike. Half spear. There we go. And then I just want to add... spear handles can't have curved handle parts. They are too big to place on the lays. Okay. No problem. There we go. This is what we're going to make. It's going to net us a decent amount of money. I'm happy with it. So this is all about pierce rate. Maybe I should check which pieces give the best. Yeah, we're using good piercing rate pieces. That. See, like, it's a good... it gives us a nice little piercing rate bonus, but I hate the way that looks. We'll go with this one. It's a bit better. Alright, cool. Now, that's a 0.07. Can I get it to this? That's 0.08. We could do that, but if I screw up the pour in any way, we're doomed. It is giving us quite a bit more. Okay, what's going to give us... Ebony Tree is a 30% bonus to piercing. I think we're going with Ebony. Okay, Ebony, Hexagonal Fuller, Clearwater Quench, Golden Ore, everything the same. This should work out nice. I'm going to save this design. I'm going to save this as half spear. Okay. Come on now. Half spear. I would like there to be a space. Basic. So nothing fancy, just a little half spear. Let's, okay, we've got that saved. Okay, so it is saved, we can come back to it. What I want to do now is I have Loha Ore. What do the Beast Hunters use? King's Glaives and Giant Killers. Okay, King's Glaive is 50 to 80, 120 to 200. Giant Killer is 80 to 110, 120 to 200. So I think we'll make a King's Glaive. I did finally take pictures of all of that, so I don't have to constantly go back into the book. Hey, stop it, phone. Ore types, weapon classes. There we go. I got it here for myself. That way I can look. So we need 50 to 80 and 120 to 200. Okay, so we have it saved, so we can just, you know, when I go to make that, I can just click it and we're good to go. So let's get a King's Glaive going. And that's going to be Loha, because that's what I have for it. And Loha makes a decent amount of money. I have no idea if a King's Glaive is going to be more about Pokken power or not. But again, I only have 2 of these, so I don't want to go too crazy, because the blade needs to be quite big. So I want to save a lot of our material for the blade and not use too much on the pommel and the handle there. So we're going to do that. I'll build the handle after. Wait, well, no, because we know it's 120 to 200. Now, because it's a King's Glaive... No, because it's really long, so we need it 120. Bam, that's 120. The blade needs to be between 50 and 80. Now, it's a glaive, so I would imagine a glaive would be kind of designed for cutting. So let's kind of go for that. I'm going to go with sharp pointy bits down at the bottom. And then we'll do some like back saw action on the back there. That's 50 centimeters. This is like just a glaive. Okay, why is it not... Okay, now it's got the tip, it's considered a King's Glaive. I'm going to give this just a little bit of a curve. Nothing crazy. Just a little curve. I'm not going for like full cut rate bonus. You know, I just want to give it a little bit of a curve. I want it to kind of look cool. But I also want it to cut real nice. So let's kind of like do that. That might be a bit too much. Just want a little subtle curve. But I still... Let me go like that. We curve it too much. It's the pierce rate. So this has a huge piercing rate bonus and a really bad cut rate. And I don't really think there's much that I can do about that. So maybe this is meant to be a pierce. We go to cut rate pieces. No, these all do give a good... Cut rate is 0.9. So the pierce rate is obviously a bit better. This gives a cut rate of 1.05. So maybe we just use these. We just make the, like... Yeah, the cut rate bonus is so low. Is that because of the handle? Yeah, it's because of the length. Okay. So it's not going to be a cutter. So let's just go for piercing? I mean, when you say glaive, my brain goes to... pierce rate 9, 5... It has a pierce rate of 0, 1, 2. So these actually give a huge pierce bonus. These are 0.38 though. So we could still go for like something like this. Why is that only a glaive? King's glaive 50. So it's got to be above 50. Okay. Yeah, because a glaive is 30 to 50. King's glaive is 50 to 80. Okay. So we'll do something like this. I mean, it's a little janky. Maybe we just do that down by the bottom. And then because we're going for pierce, we'll just go like this. That's only going to use 0.1 liter. That's about 1 ore. Can I get away with 1 piece less? No, we can't really. Looks kind of silly. Alright, we're just going to go all in. Especially because... Oh, the pierce rate on this is 0.5. That's telling us how much ore we're going to need. 1 ore, 2 ore. You know what? I'm fine with that. I like that a lot. If we have to make another one, we can substitute out one of the pieces so that we can still have enough to make the Loha stuff. So let's save this weapon design. I'm going to do this King's Glaive. And we'll go basic again. Because it's just a basic design. We didn't spend too much time on this. I'm going to keep it straight because we're going for that pierce rate bonus. And what gives us the strongest piercing rate? I believe it was ebony. It is, but I don't think we'll have enough ebony ore for both of this. Snow tree is decent. It's only a 1% less. So I'll go with snow tree for that. Okay, weapon designs. Oh, do I have to... Because I didn't do this beforehand. Hexagonal, 1.3. We'll just do... Diamond is fine. Okay, let's actually get rid of that. Now that we have the actual stuff we want to use. There we go. I am going to make the half spear first. We're going to make this one first. So, let's start that. Someone else came in. Dahlia. Let's see what she wants. Excuse me. I don't know what to say, but can you please help me? Please? Sure, what happened? I don't know how to explain it, but I think my life is in danger. I think someone might be following me. Who do you think is following you? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe it's just a terrible feeling inside me. Some nights it feels like someone is following me. Even I can't convince myself that this is true, but this feeling, this terrible feeling, it just won't go away. You're just being paranoid. How may I help? Look, I know I look crazy, but please, if you have a light dagger that is of no use to you, I would be happy to carry it with me. Please forgive me, I'm so sorry. I don't have any money. Okay. So you want a dagger that has a weight less than 0.8 kilograms. Yeah, sure, why not? We're building reputation here. Let's design that real quick. So less than 0.8 kilograms for a dagger. I know there's like different ore types, and some of them are lighter than others. But I'm not getting paid for this, so probably just make it out of copper. Okay. We want the ones that are literally, do the little ring. We'll do that, because that's only 0.02. This is a dagger, so we can kind of shape it a little bit. Go from, like, really small. Huh. I always forget that this is, like, kind of backwards a little bit. No, that doesn't look good. What's a good... Well, the top piece, I guess, can just go right in. Like that. And then, kind of bottom piece. Sure, why not? Whatever. It'll look somewhat decent with this little ring thing going on. And then she just wants a dagger, so we'll give her just a standard dagger. Nothing crazy. Keeps costs down. I'm going to use river nut because it's the cheapest wood that we have. The weight is 0.6. And that is the cheapest ore that we have. So yeah, we're going to make it out of copper. This is the little dagger we're going to make for her. We'll do diamond. What if I do hexagonal? 0.7. We'll go with diamond. Diamond's fine. Weapon designs. I'm going to save this too as a light dagger. Save that. Okay, so I'm not going to make hers first. I still want to do this. I still want to do that one first. She can wait. Okay, first of all, just so I have it done and out of the way, 76 centimeters for the handle. And we're making it out of ebony wood, right? Yep, ebony. Okay, let's do this. Hopefully I have enough. Oh yeah, we got a whole thing. 76. Whoa. Come on. Come on. There we go. 76 centimeters. We might have had enough wood to make the other one out of ebony as well, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, there we go. That is going to be a short spear. That's a... Is that really a half spear? Like, we're good there? Yeah, it counts as a half spear. 76. It's a total of 105 with the pommel on it as well. Okay. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Alright, let's get that shaped. There's our little ingot mold, which we can pour excess stuff into, which is great. Let's get some coal in here. We load it up. We got lots of smithing to do. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of coal in here too, because we're going to have quenching to do. Okay, let's get everything up to temperature. We're doing copper, which... Oh no, we're doing gold. Duh. Which I do believe melts... I think it's 1,000. Yeah, 1,085 is the melting point for copper. There we go. That one's up to temp. Let's get this up to temperature that we need. 1,085. I'm blowing on it. Alright, there we go. That'll do. We'll close that up to retain the temperature. I was looking at copper. I'm an idiot. It's gold and ore, which is 1064, so 1064, so it's fine. Totally fine. Alright, hopefully this works. It's a little hotter than we need it, but that's okay. I also found out that you can kind of like partially close it. And then that lets you still see the bucket without the furnace losing heat too fast. Okay, there we go. Let's pour it in. We'll be very careful with the pours to not use more than we need. This has to be precise or we're screwed. I used a little bit extra there, but we're perfect. Unless it just went solid. It went solid, but it's 0 liters. So, like, if I do this... Yeah, it does nothing. Okay. Or did it just go solid immediately again? Yeah, it went solid again. Hold on. Oh, sorry. Alright, let's pour it in. Yeah, it was nothing. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Got the sneezes, man. Alright, let's do this. We are ready to go. The main reason why I like to buy the ingot mold is, one, it helps so that I can not have to worry about having a little bit of leftover ore after making a weapon. I can just pour it in the mold and not have to waste it. Two, you can only hold so many ores in your inventory. There's upgrades to make it more. You can go from like 5 to 10, but currently we can only hold 5 of each type of ore. So my whole idea with getting the ingot is that I can just smelt all this down and pour it into ingot molds, and then we can get more, right? So, like, I don't have to worry about it. We'll have lots of ore all the time. Like, we can't get any more silver right now because we have 5. Same with copper. But I can ingot that up, and then it's no longer a problem. I can grab as much as I want. Which, I absolutely love the idea of that. I think it's great. Alright, let's see if we can get this done. It's only gold. Gold doesn't take much to work. So I'm going to try to get this done before I have to heat it up again. Probably not going to happen, but whatever. A guy can dream, can't he? This is going to make some mage very happy. Nice little golden half spear. I did not learn and was not paying attention to this on when I played ahead on the other 2 episodes that I lost because of audio problems. And I didn't know about the customer types and their preferences and stuff for a while, so I was just kind of making whatever, and nothing was selling, and I did not understand why. So through those episodes, I looked into it and was like, okay, why is nobody buying anything? And I figured it out. It was in the book, and I just don't read properly, apparently. That'll do. Beautiful. Let's get this spear put together. It's a spear. I'm not going to put a wrap on it. Because, like, I don't think you would. At least you wouldn't wrap the entire spear, so. I'm not going to bother with putting a wrap on this thing. But what I am going to do... No, you wouldn't change the thickness either, would you? It would be round. Yeah. Okay. We're going to leave it the way it is. It'd be cool if you could take the bark off, though. For a spear. You know what I mean? Because, like, you wouldn't leave the bark on a spear. That wasn't very good. Whatever, it's fine. Damn it. Yeah, it's so hard. That actually worked. That worked quite nicely. Alright, we got ourselves a little half spear. Hiya. I don't know who swings a spear like that, but hey, you know. It is what it is. We'll get to the lathe soon. We got that dagger that we got to make for what's-her-face. It's purely aesthetic. It literally does not change the sell price of the weapon at all. You can just kind of make the handle look a little nicer, which I like. I really do like the idea of, right? Like, if I'm making weapons, I want them to look cool. Alright, it's a masterwork. We did pretty darn good on this. 99% on the quality. Assembly 98. Ore qualities are at 100. Quenching quality 100. Sharpening 100. So pretty good. Overall 85. Its sell value is 2,800. So we're going to go a little higher with that. I don't want to go too high with it, though. We'll go like maybe 4,000. And, what do we name it? Do we name it at all? I like naming them because then I can tell what is being sold. We'll call it the Gold Spear. Very basic, very simple. Not intuitive. Or, well, intuitive. It is what it is. No, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. There you go, there you go. Buy that. You can have that. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I just put it there. It's all for you. You suck. And I hate you. You want a custom weapon? Rare... material type, gold, or pommel guard blade. I literally have one like that for you. Quenching quality 94 plus. I have that. Weight 1.38 kilograms. Is that an exact weight? I'm gonna risk it. 4,000? Okay. What's the weight on this thing? Total weight, 3.11. No, I don't think she'll take it. So, really? So she doesn't want a half spear, basically. And I don't have any more gold. Ah, that's like the only custom order I've ever seen that only wanted clear water quench. We could hold on to it, and I could head to the mines again tomorrow. I already went on this in-game day. So I don't think I can go back to the mines right now. There won't be anything there. But I could go back and get some gold ore, so I'll hang on to it for now. Let's make this this dagger for this lady, because it lets us use the lathe, which I'm excited for. So 16 centimeters. Who are you? You're an anti-mage. I don't have anything that you would like, so I'm sorry about that. Let's get 16 centimeters river nut, because river nut is the cheapest. And I'm not getting anything for this, so... Oh, went over it a little bit. There we go. And we'll go lathe this, and then we'll get the, whatchamacallit. Let's pull that down. We don't need it right now. And then we'll get to the forging part of it. We'll just get the handle built and ready to go. That way it's out of my way. Because I'm not a huge fan of doing this. It's very finicky. You gotta be very careful with it. It's fun. I like it. But I can never do it quite right. Maybe it's because I'm not using like the right chisel piece or something. I don't know. But I'm gonna do my best here. See, like we went under on that bit there. Whatever, it'll do. It'll do the job. There you go. There's your little handle. See, look, it looks so much nicer. And we put a little wrap around that, and boom, it's beautiful. All right. We're gonna smelt more than we need here, because like I said, I like to make ingots. You can fit 4 ore in the bucket, so I'm putting 4. We're gonna smelt it all down, and that's gonna help us a lot. Now this is gonna be way too hot, but whatever, it's fine. I'm gonna do what I did last time and leave the bucket a little bit exposed so I can keep my eye on it, and get a really high ore quality here. We're going to let it go just a little over so it doesn't immediately start to solidify again. The customers are leaving, that's fine. It's a little off position there. I don't like wasting material if I don't have to. And then we just pour the rest of this in the mold. Now you don't have to fill the mold. You do not have to fill the mold to create an ingot. You can put any percentage in, it outputs an ingot, just of differing sizes, obviously, right? Like, bam. We now have a big old copper ingot. I found out also, like you'd think that you'd put the ingots in here, but they always end up right here. At the next day. After you sleep, they end up over there. I don't know. I guess the kids move them or something. It is what it is. We're going to close that. No, excuse me. Let's smith this. Smacking away at the anvil. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Yeah, they're not kidding when they say the picky customers things. It does make the game a lot harder. That is 100% for sure. But like, I'm kind of down with it. Like I said, I like the idea of having to pay attention to what you're making. And, you know, like once you kind of get to a better point. You can even take the custom orders. Like, the custom orders so far for me have been a bit, like, ugh. Because everyone I've asked for a custom order, they always want, like, lightning potion or something like that for the quench. And I'm like, I don't have those. And they're $20,000. I don't have that either. So that's been a bit frustrating. But not the end of the world. So there is something to be said for, like, starting the game and just having it on simple. Like, not doing picky customers. And then maybe later on, once you're kind of set and established, then you activate it. Just so the game doesn't get boring. We'll see. If the picky customer things is, like, a little too difficult, and we're really just making 0 sales, I don't want the, you know, the videos to stall and us just be doing the same stuff over and over again. So I might turn it off. We'll see how it goes. But with the understanding that we only turn it off so that we can make a bit of cash and buy some essential stuff, and then we turn it back on. Alright, let's heat this up and get the quench going. Quench quality really doesn't matter. None of the quality matters, just the weight mattered. There we go. And we'll get this put together. In you go, thank you. It's a lot of fun. I absolutely love this game. I have a ton of fun playing this game. I don't know about anyone else. If you play it, what your thoughts are on it. Be happy to know. No, 25 is like super thin. We don't want it super thin. I wish you could rotate so that I could see it. I think about 61 was where I was thinking, like, that's a pretty good shape. So we'll go with that. And let's assemble. Ah! Yeah, look at how wonky it looks because I lathed it wrong. It's very wonky. Whatever. It looks better than if it wasn't lathed at all. I actually quite like the look of that knife. It's a nice little knife. Look at that. Yeah. Alright. Alright, let's grind this down. You can tell also, because, like, if you played before this, this update with the preferred customers and, like, what they want and all of that, you know that, like, the best way to make money is to pretty much just crank out golden daggers. Because it uses the least amount of material and sells for quite a good bit of amount of cash. So you can just crank out golden daggers or, like, golden, like, simple golden maces and things like that. Oh, we don't want to put that there. I want to put this on the save because this is for someone specific. And, yeah, you can just make insane amounts of money by using, like, just making things out of gold and, like, Maraca and Loha. So, you know, they clearly saw that and they were like, yeah, we don't want people doing that, basically. Like, do it if you want, turn the setting off, but, like, if you want a challenge, man, you can't do that. Rogues buy daggers, and rogues are only willing to spend 1,000 to 2,000, so you literally can't do it. It's hilarious. I'm like, ah, you got us, nice. Same thing with, like, war spikes. Peasants only spend 1,000 to 2,000, right? So makes it a little bit more like you really got to be thinking about what you're doing, which I like. Again, I like the idea of, like, barbarians will not take a magical weapon. You cannot use the magic quenching potions if you're making a barbarian a weapon for a barbarian. They won't do it, right? Beast hunters, nomads, and rogues don't have any essential conditions. They don't care. Peasants have a weight limit. They only want, like, maximum 2 kilograms, 4.4 pounds. Soldiers want a minimum 10 durability, which makes sense. It's a soldier. They want their sword to not break. I can respect that. Alright, we're doing the King's Glaive now. Let's do this. Everything's already pre-set up for us here. Let's go. But it's nighttime. You should go to bed. I'll go to bed when I have items to sell. Okay. And even this isn't really going to satisfy everything. Right? I still need to get something on the shelf because, like, different customers come in during the day. Like, we had a wizard come in already on this day. So whether or not a wizard will come in again, I don't know. Right? It might be a day or two in-game until another wizard pops their head in. We're going to go to the mines on the next in-game day. I wonder if custom orders... I wasn't even paying attention. I wonder if custom orders persist to the next day. Or if, like, because we didn't get that custom order done today, that they won't care, they won't want it anymore. Come on. There we go. Okay, it's not much, but it's 0.06 Loha in that ingot. It's not much, but, you know, if we are making something else at a Loha ore and we're a little short, we've got something to supplement. So I will take it. Lower that. Thank you very much. I got the little things out. Okay, let's do this. I did not do the handle yet, but whatever, it's fine. Not super concerned about it. Let me just check something real quick. Hang on. Alright. Get this made. Whoops, that's a much too big of a swing. That would have messed up. There we go. No, that's not where I wanted you to be. I want you to cool off, please. Give me that. This should sell for a pretty penny. Hopefully a beast hunter comes through. But yeah, my goal here is to maybe have like one weapon type for each customer type ready to go as often as possible. And then we can look into custom orders and like doing that. And then as the items sell, which is another reason why I like to name them, even if the name is something stupid, because then I know what people have bought and what I need to replace. The only ones that are difficult to replace being the weapons for the mages, because they only want gold. And gold is not super abundant anymore. Like, I went and I checked every node, every, oops, that was a fail. Every spot where you can mine, and I only found 2 pieces of gold. Found 2 Loha as well, which is nice, but only 2 pieces of gold, whereas before you could easily get like 3 or 4. If you got lucky, and Maraca ore all the time. So they definitely reduced the, I guess, spawn rates of it. I'm not sure. I haven't looked into like patch notes and update stuff, but it's not as abundant as it used to be, which is fine. You know, it kind of cheating the game in that regard. But you know, the disparity between what people spend on golden weapons and Maraca in compared to like every other ore type is a bit crazy. You know, like the other ore types are worth a fraction of what like a gold weapon is worth. It's a little nuts. So it's also about construction, right? Like the more ore you use, like the more material you use in a weapon, the more it's worth. So there are considerations like that. You know, when you're being skimpy on your ore, you're not going to make as much money for that particular weapon. So definitely something to bear in mind. With the lower quality ores, you know, they appear a lot more often. So you can get away with, like, not having to penny pinch about the weight and the amount of material that you're using. Because, like, I've got lots of it all. Uh-oh. It's going to be a pain in the butt to find that pommel. Pommel, where are you, pommel? Did I do the pommel? I did do it. Where are you? Oh, there we go. Let me just comb the quenching barrel. 120, right? I believe it's 120? 120, okay. And this one was Snow Tree. Let's double check here. Yeah, Snow Tree. Alright, cool. Snow Tree, come to me. Alright, 120. It's 110. Ooh, oh my god, we went way past it. That's almost the whole dang thing. Alright, well, hey, it's a big weapon. And, you know, the wood doesn't cost that much. So I'm not super concerned about it. Alright, we do nothing to it. We're going to leave it the way that it is. We're not doing any hilt decoration. We're not messing with thicknesses. Because I don't want to. I don't think you would, right? Like, no, that's not meant to be a pun. Damn it. Getting it to 99 is the worst. Because that means that you're gonna overswing. Ugh. Darn it. Not doing horrible, though. That's okay. It's alright. The assembly was alright. It wasn't amazing. It was alright. Here we go. Kingsglaive. Let's do it. Alright, let's sharpen her up. It's very basic. We didn't do anything super fancy to this weapon. You know, but, you know. Oh, I picked the wrong, blade tip. Because we were going for piercing damage with this thing. So that's the wrong blade tip for piercing. To me, that's more of a cutting blade tip. But whatever. It's a cool weapon. We're going to call it the purple... Oh, if I could spell. The purple people piercer. That's what I'm going with. Okay, sale price. I want to bump it up too high. I want people to actually buy this, so we'll go 2,000. 2.5. You used to be able to just like crank it to 15% and people would still buy it pretty reliably. Right, but it's everyone coming into the store had a chance to buy. Whereas now, not so much. Maybe we'll put it to 2.5 and then we'll see how it goes. Because Beastmasters or Beast Hunters are willing to pay that kind of cash for a weapon. So we'll put that there. What did we put you at about 4,000. I'm going to drop that a little bit. We'll go to like 35%. So 3,600. Fine with that. What is we called you again? You're the Gold Spear. That's pretty self-explanatory. The Purple People Piercer. This is the knife that we screwed up. That's fine. Okay, that's everything. Yeah, we're gonna call it here because I think that's a pretty good comeback, and we got lots done. We will come back next time. The first thing we'll do is give that lady her free dagger, and then I will go mining probably off camera, you know, and see if I can find some gold, and we'll see if we can do that wizard's special order, because we could definitely use the cash, that's for sure. So yeah, take it easy everybody. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and yeah, peace out. Enjoy the rest of your day.